Hello guys, this is your host signing in once again from Popcorn Perspective with Rachi. And shine is light is shining bright on me, so probably let me just take up the title name rather than just being a person who talks something else rather than the title name. So let me just do that, and I'm just going to talk about Now You See Me, Now You Don't, and it's the third installment under the franchise, and what we are seeing as all the horsemen coming along and joining with the three new members and taking down a corrupt diamond business woman. That's the storyline. So now, before I talk about little more about the storyline, let me just talk about the genre of this movie, and I will just talk about the directors, then writers, then the character who are making a comeback for their roles that they were playing in previous installments, and who are these new characters, and who is going to be the protagonist, main protagonist among all the horseman characters, and who's going to be the antagonist. So the genre of this movie happens to be American heist film, and it is being directed by Ruben Fleischer, then written by Paul Rudnick, along with Red Reese, and along with they have one more co-writer, Seth Graham Smith. Then it is based on a story by Eric Warner, Singer, and Leslie. Now I'm just going to write what do you say out the name of the characters and the actors who are playing it. So we have Jesse Eisenberg as Daniel, Woody Harrelson as Merritt, Dave Franco as Jack, Ilsa Fisher as Henley, Justice Smith as Charlie, Geese or Charlie Vandenberg, you can say. He happens to be the main protagonist character. Now we have Dominic Sessa as Bosco, Ariana Greenwald as June, Lizzie Kaplan making a comeback for her role as Lula. She was in the second installment. So she and Jack has kind of a chemistry that was left out in the second installment. Now we have the antagonist character, guys, played by Rosamund Pike, and she did a good job with her accent as a French person, I believe. She was a French one. I believe so. And she's playing as Veronica Vanderberg. And you heard me right. I was talking about Charlie Vanderberg, so they are kind of connected. And I will tell you how. Kind of family, right? So now we have a cameo done by Morgan Freeman as Thaddeus only after the second half. And then we have Thabang Molaba, sorry, Latabu as Latabu. He happens to be the right hand to Veronica Vanderberg's character. Now, then we have Mark Ruffalo playing as Dylan. 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 He happens to be the one who controls the horseman. So that's it for the script. No, script, not character line, guys. So let me just talk about the storyline a little. So as I said, there is three new joiners coming along in the horseman, and they are making a event and trying to steal from a corrupt person in the event, and they get their job done and transfer the money to the innocent one through all the technology or internet payments, etc. But they were using a hallucination or illusion or hologram of other horsemen with whom they get inspired for all the shows they have been doing. But when they come back to their hideout, Daniel is there and waiting for them, and he wants to have them join him under a heist that he's planning to steal a rarest diamond and the costliest one from Veronica Vanderberg, who has been doing some shady jobs under her business enterprise, and he wants to take down the queen with the three newbie. While doing the takedown process, he gets the support from other horsemen who has been not that much of cloth knitted one, and they save him from getting barred or getting caught by Veronica's guards, etc. And now they are planning a strategy where they meet Darius and they get along with the new three horsemen, and they do a great job. By end of the movie, we are seeing Charlie making a impactful revenge on Veronica, but they were kind of interrelated, like they are stepbrother and stepsister, and Veronica killed Charlie's mother. That was the storyline. So I just concluded this storyline. Okay. Now coming to the takeaway of this one, as a now you see me franchise watcher, then you know what you might be seeing in the first half, like they are going to take on some small corrupt peoples, then they are just going to hit on the biggest one because they get the strategy all planned out. And I'm not doing my finger things, and it is just really happening. I'm just trying to entertain myself. So in this one also they are doing the same, but the newbies are hitting on the small corrupt people, then they are joining the horsemen and then hitting on Veronica Vandenberg, and they are getting the job done. And Charlie is going to be the main protagonist, and he saves the job, etc. Now movie is streaming right now on Amazon Prime, but on rental basis. And along with that, believe me, if you have not watched the first two installment under this franchise, then you won't be having any problem. Probably you might miss out the characters' storyline, how they met, all the horsemen met one by one, and how they got to know each other in the first two installment. Other than that, story is new and it's fresh, and it won't have an impact for your mood, and you can watch, give it a watch if you want. Otherwise, you are free to go, guys. You don't have to watch it for some little bit of magic and some of tricks, etc. Not of a bigger, what do you say, bigger twist and etc. There is not that much of a twist, but by the end the movie gets more interesting. Like only last 30 minutes are kind of interesting as a movie watcher. Other than that, first 130 minutes remain, sorry, 130 minutes are, yes, first 130 minutes remains the same. So have a look on the movie's trailer if you want, and if you get entertained by all the tricks that has been shown in the trailer, then you can have your time and you can watch it when it's on free basis, and it's all also available on Apple TV. And if you have hands on your Apple TV, then you can watch it over there also. So this is your host signing off, and have a great day. Thanks for being a supportive audience, and that really does mean a lot.